Orbit is the name we have given to our ongoing phase 2/3 study. We have been talking about the data from the phase 2 study for a little while now. What's exciting is we now have had patients in study long enough that we can also look at fracture rates. So originally, the phase 2 portion of the study, like all phase 2 studies, really designed to establish initial safety and really select a dose that you bring forward for your phase 3 or pivotal trial. And the decision on dose selection was really based on biomarkers, particularly P1NP. That is a form of procollagen and an important biomarker because P1NP is what's cleaved off as collagen is being laid down to make new bone. So really a direct relationship to the laying down of new bone. So that's important. And then also looking at bone mineral density and how the change in biomarkers reflects the increase in bone mineral density. And that did allow us to select the dose of 20 milligrams per kilogram to take forward in the phase 3. And again, now that we have all 24 patients enrolled in the study at least the 6-month time point, looking at fracture data. You know, we have previously spoken about the changes in P1NP, a key biomarker here. P1NP levels do peak at around 1 month, but do stay elevated in these patients as they're laying down new bone. We do see the correlation with improvement in bone mineral density, and that is improvement itself, but then also comparison to Z-scores, and seeing a good correlation in the change in biomarker improvement in bone mineral density. And now that we've looked at this fracture data, we're seeing, good correlation also then with the biomarker bone mineral density and the important decrease in fracture rate. And the way we're looking at fracture rate here and with discussion with the FDA and other regulatory agencies is that fracture rate on an annualized basis. And with this newest data release, what we're looking for is a really meaningful, important change in fracture rate with a reduction in the annual fracture rate for patients treated for at least 6 months, a reduction of 67%. So the annualized fracture rate coming into this study was 0.72. So, just under 1 fracture for patients on an annualized basis. And with these data, this annualized fracture rate comes all the way down to 0. 20 out of 24 of these patients have had no radiographically confirmed fracture since starting treatment with setrusumab, and the other 4 have, and that's what, on average, with a median, really brings the annualized fracture rate down to 0.